Hi there, BookTube! My name is Christina and welcome back to Novel Niche. This video, it's actually the second time that I'm filming it. The first one was outside, it was a beautiful day, and I just finished the book about which I will be talking, and I was so hyped, and then I realized that I've not pushed record, so that video is actually non-existent. So here we are with my attempt number 2 after a bit of time for various reasons, and I will talk about it later in a vlog probably. But for now, let me focus on our theme, and today is the review day for Every Girl's Duty by Alice Miles and Maggie Parsons. I don't know if you've ever heard about this book, because I believe it's kind of obscure, it's not very known or talked about here on BookTube, so that's the reason why I decided to film this review. And this is a great mix between fiction and non-fiction. So if you're just trying to approach the non-fiction genre, I believe that it's fabulous, because this book is the diary of a real life person who existed during Victorian era, and the framework of the book is that Maggie Parsons actually found these diaries, and she gives some insights, some added information, and she basically kind of transcribed this whole diary or deciphered it, because it was handwritten, so she kind of typed it down, and she adds a lot of valuable information to the content of the book. So that's the reason why it's a bit of non-fiction, because it's real diary, but it reads like fiction, because boy oh boy are the characters dramatic, and they look like book characters and not like real people. It's almost like watching a TV show. So if you're a fan of Bridgerton, for example, that's great! This is the book that's for you. I had such a fun time reading it. It's just under 200 pages, I believe, so it's not very long. It has some photographs in it, and they're very beautiful. So you have some added information about people who are described in this book. As you may see, mine was used. I bought it secondhand, but I so love it. I will cherish it forever. I rated it 5 stars and I'm not rating books anymore except if they are all-time favorites, and this is an all-time favorite for me. I will for sure 100% reread it in the future, because I just want to reread some sentences and get back to this world, because again, it's like watching a TV show, a drama period TV show. So let's get to the content. This book is again a diary, and so we're following 2 years from 1868 till 1870 in the life of a 17 years old Alice Miles. So we start with her 17 at 1868, and we're following her through the society seasons and in between London and Paris, and her opinions about each kind of society group, and we see her friends, her relatives, and how she lived life. Of course, we're following the life of a girl who is not exactly noble, but she's very rich, a very wealthy family with a lot of buildings and just stuff that they possess. So of course it's not the story of a servant girl, so we're following high society here. I mean, she goes to balls with princes and princesses and duchesses and stuff like that. So definitely an upbringing here, and you follow her and you see everything through her eyes, and she's such an amazing narrator in my opinion, because she's sassy, she has a very great morality. I mean, if you're going into it expecting like a sweet, young, innocent lady. That's not it, because at 17, at that age, you were a woman. You were supposed to be getting married at that point. So she's not naive in the slightest. She is headstrong, she's selfish, great morality, and she definitely has a clear view of where she wants to go and what she wants from life. Like, at the beginning of the book, the very first page, you see actually a quote by Alice Catherine Miles, who is the author of this diary, and the quote is, "I consider it every girl's duty to marry £8,000 a year." Alice Catherine Miles, aged 17. So this gives you kind of an idea of what a girl she is. And I enjoyed it very, very much because it really goes against that general idea that we have and that society imposed of a woman like a meek, frail creature as an angel of the house, of the home, and she just has to be pretty and fall in love and live like a leaf in the wind. And it's not like it, because this girl knows what she wants and she knows how to get it, and she definitely manipulates people around her, and men in particular. She knows that they want to appear in a certain way and they want certain things from a woman, but she knows how far to go to get them to do what she wants them to do in order to achieve what she wants to achieve. And it's twisty, it's not pure and romantic, absolutely, but I love the reality of it. Like, it really gives you that idea that even if women were kept back due to that society and that historical period, but at the same time being held back, they discovered this other kind of strength that they have, and they tried to navigate all the spaces that they were given in order to still obtain what they wanted from life. And of course, not everything is achievable. They had so many limits, but still they were strong, and this is a strong woman. And you follow her for 2 years of shenanigans and rich people problems and trying to find a husband and facing her friends and their strange tastes and behaviors and things like that. So I absolutely loved this book. It was very informative, still very entertaining, so I suggest you to give it a go, give it a try if you can, because it was absolutely worthy. And again, it's a non-fiction that's absolutely not boring. It's historical and you learn a lot of things, but in a very fun and light way. And remember just that she's not made to be a likable character, because she's a real life person who wrote a diary, and that diary was discovered. So she was just writing for herself, kinda. And yeah, these were my thoughts about this book. This was a solid 5 stars. I definitely recommend it. If you can, get it. And let me know down below if you have any non-fiction books, maybe autobiographical or biographical, that are about real life people. Being non-fiction, of course, they're very about real life people that you really enjoyed and that you found to be realistic and just relatable. And this is it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you very, very soon in my next one. Bye! Ciao!